Hey, what's up? Today we're gonna finish the light pod. This guy right here. Right, right, somewhere, right there. Finish that. So, I've been sanding and sanding and sanding. It's at the point where I don't care anymore and it's gonna be it. There's some spots I will patch up a little more just because the underside I didn't care about. You're not really gonna see it. But the top is pretty good. I'll turn it around in a sec here. But the top's pretty good. I've got my last round of sanding, like I said, to go through, and then it'll just be covering pinholes. Some primer, paint, it's done, good enough. I really screwed up by taking the 3D print and just putting fiberglass over it instead of making a mold from the part, and then it would have a nice gel coat finish over the top. I spent way too much time sanding the Bondo down on top of this to smooth it out, because I'm an idiot. But check this out. We're about 50% done the front bumper here. One more piece left on the diffuser, but yeah, everything's lining up really nice for the most part. I mean, I obviously can't tell where it all sit until the other side's finished too. And the headlight idea based on ab-plug headlights, but I'm probably gonna make the bucket deeper. I'm not too sure yet, but everything fits. Everything's lining up pretty good. A couple trimmings I'm gonna have to do, I'm sure, but friggin' sweet for the first attempt. I'll take it. All right, so back to this thing. Idea is by the end of this video, it's gonna be ready to mount on the car. So what I'm doing right now, I've just got the general size of the hole I'm gonna cut out, as well as the marked areas all around it for the headlight mounts. All right, so I got the holes all cut out, dremeled out, mounting holes drilled. Not perfect circles, but it'll do. I don't know if I can do this. It's a little big for one hand. Oh no, the wire's cut. But yeah, these should now go around and mount in everywhere. Perfect. So now, got to 3D print the rest of the brackets out of the actual material I'm going to use, and I'm going to need to get a little bit longer bolts here, just so I can have, let me put it back on. So once the bolts are a little longer, it'll be sticking out a little farther, something like that, with some springs here, so that way I can tighten and loosen these to position the angle of the light. Yeah, otherwise, I mean, apart from the wire hanging out. All right, so we're getting this bitch mounted on the car today. The lights are all mounted. Got the nice adjustments here, nice. Just little springs. And then I have nut certs going into the fiberglass body itself. And I epoxied those in to make sure they won't come out. And then yeah, it's just some 3D printed brackets. So I've got a bolt just coming through the front and then a little spring behind it, and that allows me to tighten or loosen it to adjust the angle of the light, and it also clamps the bracket here shut around the light. And these things are like super solid, which is sweet, so I think it should work out perfectly. Last little bit, we got hood pins, even though we're not using the hood, and then these little splitter holder thingies. I don't know how good these are, if they'll actually work, but the idea is to have the little supports coming out here and going into the front bumper, and then the hood pins up on top. All right, so I got the hood pins installed, mostly. I need to tighten them up still. They're loose, but you know, but good to get everything laid out and figure out where it goes. Gonna move on to be doing the little supports underneath next, which I think will be more of a pain in the ass, but we'll find out. I'm not exactly sure where in the bumper I'm going to go with them yet. Behind the hood pins though, it's just the bumper, so I think I'm going to cut out a little metal plate to slide behind it and give it a little more support. Yeah, let's move on to the little things down here. All right, so I finished up the little splitter mount things down here. I made a little bracket behind the plate that goes up and mounts with what actually holds the plate holder to the bumper. And it's pretty damn solid. So we'll see how that works out. I'll probably have to adjust stuff, but should be fine for now. So now all that's left is wiring up our switch inside the car. Everything works here. So we'll throw the switch inside and then clean all this wiring up and we'll be set. All right, here they are all wired up. Not gonna bother adjusting them right now, but turned out pretty good. All right, so here's the finished product. I still haven't adjusted the lights yet. I'll do that tonight, but yeah, I can't believe it's real. From 3D model to actual car piece, here we are. Got a lot of learning experience from doing this that I won't repeat in the future, but hey, it turned out pretty good. I'll take it. Been wanting to do it for years, so I'm happy it finally worked out on one of my cars. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully the next video will be a little more engaging. I know I didn't show a lot of the process here, but I was just trying to get it done. Yeah, there we go. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.